Guys, I just want to say something. So, a friend, and this is going to be very quick. This is a very quick video I'm making. The Lord has been showing me the number 3 for maybe a week and a half, no, maybe a week and a half, or maybe 1 week. This number 3 keeps popping out on me, and I think the Lord is trying to wrap it into the rapture. The first scripture He sent me to was the scripture where Jesus went up into the Garden of Gethsemane the night before He was brought in to be crucified. And He went up to pray. He took some disciples with Him and He asked them to join, and every time He came back they were sleeping. He went up to pray 3 times. He came back 3 times, and on the 3rd time that He came back, He found them asleep and He said, "Get up, get up." It's the 3rd watch. He said, "Get up. The time has come where the Son of Man will be brought in to be crucified." So that number 3 has been playing at me regarding the rapture. Now, I am not a calculator. I know what my place is in this. My place is not to set time and calculate and all of that stuff. I know that my place is to encourage. I think that's my role that I play. So I stay out of that. But from time to time, God will give me little insight on things. He will keep giving me insight. So I realized that this number 3 just keeps playing to me. So what I did, a friend of mine this morning told me that she had a dream. She couldn't remember the full detail of the dream. But all she could remember is that there were 3 rods and the 3rd one caught fire. And I knew what that meant. I knew, because God has been talking to me about 333. I'm just going to put this in your hearing. And all I'm doing is to regurgitate what God has given me, to put it in your hearing. When we received the word from Brother Joshua that the Lord is coming on the 23rd, 24th of September 2025, He's going to come and exodus His church, right? We looked, we were waiting for the calendar, the date on the Gregorian calendar, because that's the calendar we use. That's the calendar we know. That's the calendar that is relevant, right? So, without doubt, common sense, that's the one we're going to be looking towards. Then, of course, September 23rd, 2024, 2025 came and passed. Yeah, because right now we're in October. Then someone came up with the idea, okay, maybe let's look at the Julian calendar, because before the Gregorian calendar was in existence, the Julian calendar was in existence, and it was in existence at the time that Jesus was here. So, I mean, it makes logical sense. Let's look at that calendar and see what dates those fall on the Julian calendar, which are the dates of September 23, 24, 2025. So we came up with the dates. That is October 6, October 7, 2025. Today is October 13th. So those days have passed and we're still here. Now, everybody's talking about the Enochian calendar. And those dates now are scheduled to be on the 9/23/24 is scheduled to be on the Gregorian calendar. On the Enochian calendar, the Enochian 9/23 the Enochian dates of 9/23/24 2025 is going to fall on the Gregorian calendar, October 16, October 17, 2025. I started out by telling you that I believe that the number 3 is very significant in regards to the rapture. The number 3 is divine completion, divine completeness. I see number 3 all over because the Lord brought me to scriptures, and I don't share it on here. Why? Because I think God just wants to confirm with me. These are my personal confirmation and conviction, so I held it to myself. Moreover, I don't think I was called to calculate times. I don't think so, but I have my own thing that God would give me, little breadcrumbs. Guys, I am referring now to 3 calendars because I'm going to make a point here. 3 calendars. When you compare all these 3, these are major calendars that have gone through civilization, right? 3 major calendars. The first calendar that was created was the Enoch calendar. Then from the Enoch we have the Julian. Then from the Julian we have the Gregorian, and we're using it into modern days. When the date went forth, we looked at the Gregorian first, right? Then we looked at the Julian. Now we're looking at the Enoch calendar. But which calendar was created first? It was the Enoch calendar. Then after the Enoch calendar, then the Julian, then the Gregorian. But when the dates went out, we looked at the Gregorian first, then the Julian, now the Enoch. What I'm trying to say is this: the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Did you hear what I just said? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Whichever date God comes on, whichever date the rapture is concluded, let me tell you something. May God be true and every man a liar. If we believe that Joshua spoke the truth, that he will come back for his church September 23rd, 2025, then we must understand that the dates that he come will coincide with those dates. And the next date that we're looking at is 10, 16, 17, 2025. October 16, 17, 2025. I understand the principle of the last being first and the first being last. I've seen it played out in scripture. I've even seen it played out in my life. Let God be true and every man a liar. All I'm saying is look up. Look up. The very calendar that was formed first is the very calendar that we are looking at last. And the very calendar that was formed last, which is the Gregorian calendar, is the calendar that we had looked at first. The Julian is still in the middle. All I'm saying is look up, for your redemption is drawing nigh. It's coming. I'm no calculator, but I'm just saying, could that be it? Could that be it, guys? The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And if you count the calendars that we're looking at, there are 3, only 3. There's only 3 major calendars that we're looking at that even seem relevant. 3. This number 3 is something else. Go to God in prayer about this, guys. All I'm saying is go to God in prayer about this. Take this to the Lord in prayer. Take it to him in prayer. All right? Okay, I'm going to post this. Listen to it, and please leave something in the comments, but pray about what I'm saying.